Good morning, everyone, and good evening, friends. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to the session honoring Patriji, a 21-day journey with the Global Masters. We are honoring our very beloved founder and guru friend Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. These sessions are collaborative effort between PSSM India, PSSM Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement, India, USA, and UK, and PSSM Global. Beam, Omega Pyramid Team, Breath Universe from Australia, and Meditation Magic USA. Uh, Two lines about Patri sir. Patriji is an accomplished flute player and an engaging singer, an able administrator, a great networker, an ardent cricket lover, and a good cook. Patriji likes to call his approach as that of a spiritual scientist, which means involving in direct soul level experimentation. Coming to today's speaker, we have another wonderful speaker with us today to share his journey with Patriji. So, Ravi Kiran Master. Ravi Kiran Master came into meditation in 2007. He was in deep depression during that time. He got introduced to this Anapanasati meditation by his friend, who is the wife, Pranahita Master, and his wife, Pranhita ma'am, we all know. And he started with a 40 days of meditation and came out of his depression and also his insomnia problem. Since then, he has been continuing in his meditation path. He strongly believes that with this one Anapanasati meditation, we can be successful in each and every area of our life. He moved to UK in 2011, and from 2012, he has been spreading meditation in UK and is one of the founding members of Pyramid Meditation Foundation UK. And he played so many key roles in Pyramid Meditation Foundation in UK. So he conducted many workshops, sessions, and retreats through this PMF UK. So thank you so much, sir, for gracing us and session. Like we would like to hear from you the journey with Patriji. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Jans ma'am. Thank you for a lovely introduction. Um, yeah, in this amazing program, this 21-day program honoring Patriji is really a wonderful thought, wonderful initiative. Just as we have, a friendship week or a Lent period or Ramadan or a Diksha, right? This time, I think we should celebrate as honoring Patriji for 21 days. Should be every year. Like it is like honoring meditation and honoring animal kingdom, respecting animals and respecting the wisdom. And this period is like indicating that, and which were like core teachings of our beloved master Patriji. I know it's very hard to believe that Patriji is no longer with us physically, but it still feels like he's here guiding us. And I see that our friend Balraji is also here, and he never met him, but the amount of the bond that he shares with Patriji, and there are many other masters who did not meet Patriji, but still they feel that connection. They see him in their meditation. They connect to Master Patriji energetically, right? So this program, is amazing that it reminds us to keep the spiritual revolution that yeah, he started to keep that going, right? So, and the best way to honor Patriji is not only by spreading his teachings, but also deeply following them ourselves, isn't it? So, I think this program it definitely uh, uh, inspired me to recommit to his teachings and his lessons. So yeah, so when Divya asked about, because you personally spend some time, I mean, whoever, many masters have spent personally, and she asked if anybody else is also there. Can you share about, those things, moments, and the learnings, whatever the learnings you got from Patriji? So I was like, okay, what to share? There are many moments sharing with Patriji and spending time with him personally, because whenever it comes to UK, you get that luxury of spending time with him. Right. So in India, there are so many masters, and he has to give the you know what do you call his attention to everybody there. And here it's like very few people, and that too PSM UK, when he was here, it was like a very small team, right? So we got that wonderful opportunity to spend time with him in 2017 and 18. So before I share about those things, I actually literally noted down some of the things what to share, saying that, okay, what are the biggest learnings that I should share? Because there are so many things. Every uh, action that Patriji does there is a message in it. There is a learning in it, right? So you can learn from every step he makes. Every word he speaks. Everything is very, very profound, right? So I first got to know about Patriji in the year 2007. Through then my friend, as you have introduced about my wife also, like now she's my wife, Pranahita, who introduced me to Anapanasati meditation during the time that I was going through deep depression then, and it really helped me. So she encouraged me to listen to Patriji. During those days in 2007, there was online pyramid radio. It was an amazing thought, whoever has created that. I was in Delhi, in Gurgaon, working there, and she has given that if you go to the internet and there is some pyramid radio, something like that, it was there. And I started listening to him in the year 2008, around 2008. And in 2008 itself, I got this opportunity to see him in person. Then we used to call it as Dhyana Yagnam. Now they're called as Dhyana Chakram, Dhyana Mahachakram, right? So, but in 2008, it was called as Dhyana Yagnam. First time, very first time I met him there. So since then, meeting him every now and then, and we moved to UK in 2011. And before moving to UK also, we had a kind of wonderful moments with Patriji, and we told Patriji that we've Prana. She went and she told that sir, we want to go to UK. So Patriji immediately said that yes, your work is there. I mean, it is to my wife Prana. He said your work is there, not here. All right. So here there are so many people, and you have already done enough work here. Whatever your part you have done, and your work is there in the UK now. You have to move, and it was like a very big program was happening here in front of many people. They said like, okay, now we are transferring Pranahita to UK. So we are now, you go, you do not belong to India now, you belong to England, go there. So, and he made everybody to clap and then say like, okay. And after coming here, we both of us were having, we were completely settled in the job there in India. I was working in Bank of America, and she was working in one of the MNC, whereas on in a US based company in Hyderabad, we both were like having good salaries and everything, and we resigned there and we came here. And first 2 to 3 months, we were trying to search for a job. And every time Patriji, sometimes whenever he remembers, he used to tell Sai Kumar Reddy sir or somebody who were next to him, or call Pranayita, or we used to call him whenever there is an opportunity. Then during that 3 months, we said after 2 months, sir, there is, I mean, we're still trying to find the job. We haven't got any job yet. He said, you went for doing some work. The job will automatically come. Don't worry about the job. Your work is different. So he always gave that kind of, push and assurance and support all the time to Prana and us. And uh, there was only one job Prana was having. She was working in a a kind of technology where there were not many openings. There was only one job was there, and we whatever our guru said, Patriji said, like, don't worry about the job. So after 2 months, we still not have the jobs. Then we got that trust and confidence that okay, we will get. We are not thinking about the job. So that job, there were about 20 people applied for the job. Only one job across the UK, because that time it was like market was going through that, it was volatile, and not many jobs were coming up. And that job, she was selected, and she was selected as one of the kind of good position as a manager role. So this is like, Guru always supporting us and giving that boosting our confidence. So that's one of the wonderful thing for such an enlightened master, to always encourage meditators to do the work. And we join there, and wherever there's an opportunity, we used to go and teach meditation, do whatever the within our capacity, we used to arrange the sessions. And one of the important learnings from Patriji is his passion for learning. You know, despite being an enlightened master, uh, he was always curious, always like a student. Wherever he goes, wherever he visits, whether it is UK, Germany, USA, every day morning he would open the book and read. Right. So I witnessed this when he was here in the UK, and we hosted him in the UK in 2017 and 18. Uh, every moment he would, find an opportunity to read and learn. And we were blessed to host him at our place when he was here in 2017-18, and whole PSM UK team we were all blessed to travel with him. Myself and Rajashekar, we both were taking him to the places. And one day there was like, there is this session. There was this session organized in the evening in somewhere in London. And since morning, there was nothing. He was at home and he was reading all the books. And we had a small library, and he read all the books. And then his attention went to uh, something called intelligent cards. Those cards we bought for our little one Anikazo from USA. I attended a workshop there, how to multiply your baby's intelligence. There was a 7-day workshop. So there is this intelligent cards where they will have a different topics such as world leaders, artists, and inventors, and there will be a image on one side of the card, and the other side the information about that image. Okay, he was reading so curiously for each and every card, and we never we have only used them to our little one Anikazo, and he was reading so curiously with so much of interest, with such enthusiasm. He's reading each and every one, every card, and that showing that how deeply he valued the wisdom and knowledge. This is the greatest learning that I can learn from him. Always respect the wisdom. Whenever there is an opportunity, try to learn. So that's one of the greatest learning for me. And another lesson from Patriji was his equal treatment to everyone. He used to respect everyone as a friend, showing the same kindness, same respect to everyone, whether it is a rich person or poor person. I mean, first of all, he never kind of differentiated that. Or, I mean, is you would have seen him, he always appreciated whoever is the master, meditation master, whoever is having the wisdom. If somebody is struggling with the, meditation or challenges, he would always say, do meditation, that's all. He won't say anything. So when he was with us in the UK, it was like a festival for all of us here. Everyone would gather in the kitchen, and we would all cut vegetables and do whatever the preparation, and Patriji would cook everything for everyone, no matter whether it is late night or morning, afternoon, anytime after the session, he would come, he would say, hey, let's get into the kitchen. And after cooking the food, he would serve with so much of love, creating a warm and welcoming environment for everyone. This genuine inclusiveness made each and every person feel so personally connected to him. Is it not? I mean, everybody would agree, whoever spent the time with Sir, the kind of hospitality, it's amazing how he made everyone feel like they had a unique bond with him. This quality deeply touched millions around the world. And as I was saying about our masters here, Balla sir, and they always kind of had this interaction with Patriji over Zoom sessions during the COVID time, right? So, but still, he gave that, the bond, he kind of love and compassion. It really touched, even they feel that unique bond with Patriji. And one other thing I feel is like, Patriji, there's no favoritism for him. For him, everyone is a favorite. It's not that this guy is favorite and this guy is favorite. Everyone is favorite. He's like friend to everyone. You know, that's why everyone feels that they share a personal, close relationship with Patriji. Everyone, whoever who meets him is bound to fall in love with him, Patriji, right? So amazing, amazing uh, uh, person, amazing enlightened master. Such an enlightened master having this simplicity, he's a epitome of simplicity. We all know that. And he multiple times mentioned that simplicity is the enlightenment. Yeah. So how simple you are, that shows how enlightened you are. So that kind of simplicity, he never kind of created that distinction that I am guru, you are a student or a disciple follower. He always created gurus. So whoever, we are all teaching the meditation we learned from uh, Patriji. So we should create the gurus. We should create the gurus, not disciples. We should not create followers. That is one of the thing. The core principle of PSSM is there is no guru, right? Even though we treat him our grand master, he is the guiding force for everything. But he always said, "This is the technique I learned, and with using this technique, I got enlightened. So I'm giving you the same technique. I'm no special. If you want to do, do it. If you don't want to do it, it's up to you." That kind of freedom he always gave, right? And I would like to share another example of is uh, uh, what do you say, commitment or dedication. He was always ready to teach meditation, no matter the time. At what time is it, the late night, or am I tired, or is it doesn't matter for him. Whether it was late night or even if he was tired, always ready to share. He truly loved sharing whatever he realized. Okay, so one day we did this session. Whole day we went out visiting, and in the evening we went to the venue because of the time. We had to be there by 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. in the evening. In London, we had this session. We went to sightseeing in the morning. Since morning 10 till evening 5, we are going there. Multiple places in central London, and then we reached this venue. Uh, Patriji didn't even come to. I went to my flat there, and I got ready, and I took his flute while he was there at the venue. He already started the session, and that session went for 3 hours. So after 3 hours, after the session is completed, one guy, he came very late. After everything is done, he came. And I'm like, oh, I missed this. So just for the sake of that one single person, he could have said like, oh, tomorrow we have a session there. You can just join. He said like that center was also closed that day. And on the street in London, in East London, on the street, he explained everything about meditation. And he sang one of his, song, I think Nanati Bratku or Enta Bhagyamo, some meditation related this thing. And he spent 1 hour there standing on the road. See the dedication and commitment just for one single person. So we should not think about how many people are there when we are going to, uh, teach meditation, when we are going somewhere and teaching meditation. That always inspires me. Whether one person or 10 people or, it doesn't matter, right? So when enlightened master itself is like following that practice, why not us? That's the greatest learning. So it is important. It doesn't matter how many people you are teaching. Teaching is important. Spreading is important. Spreading meditation is important. And one other thing is, I hope, Divya, you remember that when Patriji came in 2017, we spoke about the pyramid camps and meditation, very, very easy books. You helped in that, and also so much of material. Initially, we thought, okay, whoever comes to the session, let's give this pyramid hat, and they meditate, and they will return in once the session is over, they will return back, and they will. So we were all talking about this. Then our masters, I think Divya also and Sri Lakshmi and everybody said, okay, taking return may not be good. Once we have given. So then I thought, okay, instead of getting 50, 60 pyramid hats, because we kind of expected about 60 people in a session, we wanted to get about 100. Then I thought, okay, let's get 1,000 pyramid caps, 700 to 1,000 pyramid caps, and whoever comes to the session, we'll give it. So every session we would go, and we will give that pyramid, distribute those pyramid hats. And after the session, in the first session, he was like, when we announced that these pyramid caps as a compliment, and this book also, meditation very, very easy book magazine, that is also both of them. Patriji was so happy that, really, you are giving this as a compliment free. Wow. So he was like expressed his happiness so many times in the trip in 2017 for the first time. Every session he appreciated this, gesture of sharing the pyramid and books, saying he was very, very happy. He always feels very happy. This Annadana, providing the food for the meditators. He um so many times mentioned about it when in Pyramid Valley, the lunch and dinner was not free initially, right? Because it was in the starting stages. So he kind of instructed, we should give this. If somebody wants to meditate and they don't have enough resources to come here and stay, so he's always used to say that, express his happiness when something is given for free for the meditators whoever comes to the meditation practice. So that's one of the thing, I would say that's amazing learnings from Patriji. And also one other thing is incredibly is adaptable for every situation, whether it was a meditation session or just a sightseeing. As I said, like I remember a day in central London, we went for sightseeing. Because of parking restrictions. I mentioned to the friends, our pyramid masters, who were sitting in the back seat, and Patriji was sitting next to me. I said like, hey, guys, we should be very quick here, uh, because I cannot stop for for such a long time. So I will stop just for a few minutes, and then quickly you need to get down. So Patriji overheard this, and when we arrived, he was the first person to unbuckle his seatbelt and like asking with a smile, like, "Hey, should we get down here? Should we get down here?" He's like, and our guys in the back, I'm like, I'm not really pointing out, but they are still, you know, uh, not very quick enough to get down. But Patriji was like, he got down and he opened the doors for others and like, come on, get down. He has to go. So he understand everything, not just about meditation sessions or everything in everywhere is so adaptable. And according to the uh, audience, he will share his meditation session. So the whatever he shares in the sessions, it will be very apt for that crowd. One day we went to a temple to take the session, and there he went inside, and there was a big Hanuma. Okay, and he only spoke about Hanuman, Pavanaputra, and about the importance, and he related that breath with Hanuma. And when we went to St. James church in central London, he spoke about Jesus, the compassion. See, according to the audience. So that's one of the greatest learnings. So we should um, tell the people, whoever it is, whether it is our family members or outside, or the way they understand, we should talk in that way. It's not that talking from your own perspective, it doesn't, help anybody, right? So we need to understand, uh, even with your manager, with your colleagues, we should understand the way they understand. That's one of the greatest learnings I learned from Patriji. And the another thing is decentralization, which is like a thing in PSSM, right? Everybody can, you know, teach meditation to anyone, right? So there is no kind of rules and everything. He has given the freedom. He never controlled anything, any group or anything. He gave the freedom. That is the biggest thing in for any community, for any society. In if you go to some other societies, I'm not saying it is right or wrong, but it's like, you have to follow certain practices and you have to follow certain norms, certain protocols. You cannot simply go and teach meditation. But here, this is the greatest thing. This decentralization, it will not only help in terms of the meditation, but also in your personal life. If you delegate that, and if you allow everybody to do what they want to, things will happen. It is a thing to learn. To be honest, I'm not good at it now, but that is one of the greatest learnings anybody can learn from Patriji is decentralization. He never had any control in his hand. No control. He never controlled anybody. And in one of the uh, Buddha Purnima event in Bangalore, on in first day, his speech was, he gave a wonderful speech, and he spoke about so many things. And in the last, he said, like, this Pyramid Valley, is whatever the facilities are there, we have to use them wisely. Okay. And if you are complaining about there is no water, there is no accommodation, if you are judging about that thing, just out of the gate. You don't need to be here. No judgments, no conclusions. Okay. So he clearly said, if you are here judging the facilities or anything, we are here for meditation. We are on this Buddha Purnima. We want to meditate. We want to give time for meditation and all the spiritual discourses, not for this facility. We have not come for, holiday or picnic. Okay. So if you are complaining about anything, the moment you are complaining, you are out of the gate. So that was the one of the major learnings, and everybody would say no judgments, no conclusions, right? So he would take the updates from everyone and encourage every other meditator, everyone to practice and spread meditation. He equally gave the importance for practicing and spreading meditation also. And there are a lot of other personal experiences with him. Everybody shares personal experiences with him because he has given that personal bond with everyone. He kind of given that personal attention, personal importance to everyone, not just this and that, everyone. So equally, he gave that, he shared his love with everybody. So uh, for me personally, in 2010, when I think some of you know that my uh, me marrying Prana, there is a big, role that Patriji played. That even though I proposed Prana in 1999 and it took 10 years, again in 2010, again I proposed her that, and she was always thinking that because she's into this meditation path and she always thought that she has a different purpose. Intuitively, she was feeling, and she had that kind of dilemma to, she was for intuitively she was feeling that, maybe I'm not, we both do not suit each other. She was feeling something like that, and she took some time to take the decision. And then one day she went to Patriji, and Patriji, she said like, there is this one guy and we studied together in 98, 99, 2000, that period. And he came into recently came into meditation, and he's proposing me, for marriage. So I think that I have a different purpose, and that's what I am feeling intuitively. And uh, the moment he, you know understood that, and he said like, okay, tell him to come and meet me. So it was in Karnool, Jagannatha Gattu. uh, they it was after Sri Salem Dhyana Chakram. I think there was like this Dhyana Chakram success celebrations were happening. I went there and I said like, sir, uh, Pranayit told me to meet you. Oh, is that okay? Then sit here, and sat next to him, and he saw into my eyes, you know, like constantly, continuously for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. How would you feel if somebody is staring at your eyes like this? I was like, What is he doing? Is he checking my past because I was alcoholic, I was a smoker, I was, not a good guy, right, in the past. But Guru is Guru, enlightened master. He would never judge based on the past. They will always look, the qualities, good qualities in you and the present, right? So they sir saw for some time, and then he said, um, he called Prana, said like, he's okay, he's suitable for you, he's okay, go ahead. So then she said, okay, after that event in Pyramid Valley on Buddha Purnima again, she said, okay, that's how I got married. So the big role that Patriji played is like in my marriage also, and he came to our marriage, and he said one thing: parents are there to support the kids, not to take their decisions. See, he's always, wherever it is, whether it's a marriage or every occasion, he would share the greatest wisdom. And also, we had this experience with our little one, uh, Anika Zo. So we wanted to, for the naming ceremony, we had to finalize one name. And Prana always, she takes the signals from the universe, and she already had that couple of signals, and she still wanted some, one signal. And because we all spiritual parents or meditators, they understand that even the every soul, they choose their name. It's not that we think that we are giving the name, but they choose the name. So Prana said, uh, she kind of said that to Anika, before this naming ceremony. Only if Patriji calls and confirms, then only I kind of think that is a strong signal. And nowhere, from nowhere, Patriji, on that day itself, he called and said that, sir, I was thinking about you, sir. This is what it happened. Yes, it is her chosen name, go for it. So he had that, you know uh, role in our life as well, amazing role. And in everyone's life, he is a friend to everybody. All of us had these wonderful moments, and we should take this legacy forward. spreading meditation, anapanasati, and no judgments, no conclusions, and not taking the control, and not having this, treating everybody as equal, whether it is a senior master or junior master or newbie, it doesn't matter whoever it is. So we should treat everybody as equal. And I remember Madhu Gajjala once sharing about mm, uh, her experience that Patriji told her, like, whoever comes to you, treat like Patriji, not just me. Okay, so treat everybody like Patriji. So see, that's where, treating everybody, respecting everybody equally, and because he knows that everybody is a soul, so we also know that everybody is a soul. So there are some mistakes happen with people, or there will be some difference of opinions or anything, but still we should respect everybody. We should treat everybody equally. We should not give some high importance to somebody, or less importance to somebody. So it should be there here in our heart. We should maintain that equality, and see everybody as a soul. Okay, and when we have it here, we definitely implement that. So these are the wonderful things. I will conclude here. Uh, Hope.
Yes, sir. You're on time, no problem. We
Yeah.
would like to hear more from you, but yeah, time.
No, I
Thank
mean
you.
that's all. There's nothing. I mean, even if I share anything, I mean, it's like everybody would have had the same experience with.
Yeah,
I would suggest everyone, whoever, if somebody is new here, listening about Patriji, I would suggest go and listen each and every video of his wisdom sharings. Like there are like shorts, YouTube shorts are there from Pyramid Valley and PSM English, PMC English. Every word is like amazing wisdom there. Please do listen to those videos. Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, sure, sir. So Divya raised her hand.
Yes.
Yeah, Divya.
Hi, Ravi Kiran.
And
It's
yeah.
so delighted to see you again here, Ravi Kiran, connecting with you again. I do remember, Ravi Kiran, about the New York event. I think things happened parallelly in UK and US that year. So
Yes.
he came to UK and immediately he came to US from there. With a huge program in New York City. We got so many pyramid caps and those books to US as well. And he was so
Yes.
happy. I remember those moments. Thank you. I was walking down the memory lane. I know your story behind how you got married and Pranhita, how you proposed Pranhita. I remember those stories as well. So
Yes.
wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful to listen back again. Mm.
Thank you.
And one
Thank you,
experience
Divya.
I have, Ravi Kiran, similar to what you had with sir while driving, right? So
Yes.
we went to New York and it was a very big program and we're coming back. So I was driving him back to the venue. So during driving, right, it was New York City is very busy. So I was juggling between holding my phone for the GPS and driving with the other hand. So Patriji, right, he took the phone from my hand, so he was holding it for me that I can drive peacefully with holding my steering two hands. So what that I felt it's such a great gesture from him. So he
Yes.
knows what we need to make our life easy. He see the subtlest things. He observes everything. He was talking to other people. He was giving wisdom, and in between, he's also holding the phone from my hand, trying to make comfortable for me to drive. So I remember that moment when you're sharing about how he's ready to get down from the car. He was always in the present moment. He was very adaptable, very flexible enough to things that's happening around us. So wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful to listen again, Kiran. So
Absolutely.
inspiring
Yeah.
about the work you have been doing. You're our
Yeah.
inspiration, you and Pranahita.
Yeah. So yeah, we are all
Please come
inspiring,
to Dallas someday.
inspiration to each other. Sure, sure, definitely, definitely. And that driving experience, right? So sitting next to Patriji is like, first of all, it's an amazing experience. Okay, sitting next to him for hours together driving, um, is like amazing experience. And on top of that, these are like, what do you call cherry on the top. So he would. Uh, Whenever he is eating dry fruits or nuts, he would put in our mouth directly, while we are dying. Hey, so it's like, such an enlightened master and guru. is like it really, that time it meant a lot, and it kind of created that bond, and he has given that direction, right? So even about the pyramid caps and books, thanks a lot, Divya, for your help those days. Um, he said, from now on, whole UK, you are supposed to distribute pyramid caps and these books for free. So just 10 million people, you are like, so he kind of given that guidance, right? So the direction he has given. So amazing, uh, this thing, memories, all this. Yes, Balraj sir, are you there? And I would like to kind of, if you are in a position to talk.
Hi. Hi, Ravi. How are you? And thank you very much for this wonderful session that you've given of us. Every time, I mean, I was wondering why my name is being taken every time, but I believe, sometimes some people come into your life for a reason. And I think Patriji has come into so many souls. He's kind of interacted with so many of the people. And tomorrow, it happens to be his birthday, I think. And all of us, actually, that's what I wanted to convey, that we should be celebrating. It's a birthday for us because it's a new life that he's given us as individuals, as humans. Somebody who has come into our life and changed our life completely. I get so overwhelmed whenever I talk about Patriji. As Ravi just mentioned earlier, that, I was not able to see him physically, but believe me, every day of my life, every second of my life, he's there with us. He's guiding us. He's taking care of us. He's supporting us. And in all of us, I managed to meet so many of the, PSSM family that I call my family now. I'm so proud that I'm a part of this huge family that is sitting all over the planet. And every person who comes, knows me. I don't know how they know us. How do they know Balraj and Balraj and Riju? Everybody from the world knows us. Every person who comes to London has to come to Patri. I call my house Patriji's house, incidentally. And every person who enters into this house has to come and visit us, has to come Patriji's residence, we call it. And they all come here. And I remember the first person who entered our house was Ravi. He was the first soul who entered this house, and what a humble human being he is. I mean, there are no words to express gratitude. Ravi and everybody. I wouldn't like to name just, a few. I think every person who's associated with Patriji, suddenly I find that Patriji is in that person. And that person just is a replica of that wonderful, beautiful, amazing soul that has come in our lives. And, I take an opportunity to express and talk about meditation to every person whom I, meet. And it's absolutely amazing that, how we can all make a big impact or a difference into other people's life. And other people, after hearing about it, they kind of get intrigued and they want to wonder and they want to kind of experience this bliss that we are going through. So it's a beautiful feeling, and I'm so glad I'm a part of this beautiful family. And just wanted to express gratitude to him, to you, and to everybody who's part of the PSSM. Thank you, sir. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Balla sir. I always, it's very beautiful to listen to your experience. So, as I said, he never met Patriji personally, but he still shared the same, you know, that unique bond that we are all sharing. It's energetically connected. We are all energetically connected to Patriji. So, it's so beautifully shared. Thank you, Balla sir, always inspiring us with that the bond that you share with Patriji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Jans ma'am. Uh,
Thank you,
we
sir.
can.
Thank you so much, Balraj sir. Your words are very beautiful. Like even I didn't meet Patriji sir like directly, but I have learned from his videos from the masters in the PSSM family. Everyone is like very supportive, very friendly. In this occasion, I want to convey my gratitude to everyone actually. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And here in the chat, like Daksha ma'am, as you deliver a beautiful fragrance in this divine soul. Thank you, Daksha ma'am. And Monica also conveyed. Thanks a lot for sharing your journey with Patriji. And I'm feeling that all words are coming from Patriji. Wow. Thank you, Monica ma'am. And
These two
Shanti.
masters, are our beautiful UK souls.
Thank you for joining us, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Shanti also, thank you, sir, for sharing your wonderful experience. Thank you, Shanti.
Thank you, madam.
So whoever joined today, thank you all sharing your energies and sharing your experiences. Thank you so much. And Mrinalini ji, beautiful session, sir, for sharing the wonderful experiences.
Thank you,
Thank
madam,
you.
for coordinating everything with everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, Rohit ji. Must be Rohit Shah.
Rohit,
Tara-
yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
Rohit sir also. Yeah.
Thank you.
So with this, we can conclude, sir. So
Thank you,
thank you for joining us, and we'll meet tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day 21. So we are going to celebrate Patri's birthday. So tomorrow, and today we are celebrating here in Dallas in Omega Meditation Center. So we are going to meet there and we are going to celebrate. Thank you so much.
Enjoy the celebrations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, masters. Thank you for joining us.